Hey guys, welcome back to the Coffee Talk series. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified of all my new content. Today, my coffee talk is about Black women and domestic violence. So now let's drink this coffee. Black women and domestic violence. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which was launched nationwide by the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence in October 1987 as a way to connect and unite individuals and organizations working on domestic violence issues while raising awareness. The Domestic Violence Awareness representative color is the color purple. The statistics for domestic violence in the United States is disturbing. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 10 men will experience domestic violence in their lifetime. Each year, domestic violence is estimated to affect 10 million people in the United States. Yet for Black women, the numbers are even more stark. More than 40% of Black women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime, according to the Institute of Women's Policy's research status of Black women in the United States. In comparison, 31.95% of all women will experience domestic violence. Black women are 2.5 times more likely to be murdered by men than white women. In the overwhelming majority of these cases, 92%, the person who killed them knew their victim. 56% of these homicides were committed by a current or former intimate partner. Nearly all 92% of these killings were intraracial, which means that they were committed by a Black man against a Black woman. Black women disproportionately experience violence at home, at school, on the job, and in their neighborhoods. Black women face high rates of intimate partner violence, sexual assault, and homicide. Black girls and women also experience institutionalized racism. They are disproportionately punished in school, funneled into the criminal justice system after surviving physical or sexual abuse, disproportionately subject to racial profiling and brutality by law enforcement. As the global events of 2020 continue to disrupt the lives of millions of Americans, it's also triggering an alarming increase in violence against Black women. During 2020, there was a surge of need in housing and crisis calls, especially among African American women. Black women are especially vulnerable. Even before 2020, they were 2.5 times more likely to experience domestic violence than their white counterparts. It is exhausting being a woman, but it is really exhausting being a black woman. There is a lack of opportunities along with financial barriers that lead to domestic violence. Because of the history, because of the 400-year gap and 400 years of being left at the starting line, while other groups have moved forward with ease that holds us back. Systems work against the black community, and the community has lost, or more like never had, faith in those systems, leading to reluctance to report. Black women don't necessarily want to turn in an abusive partner to law enforcement. We know that African American men are more apt to go into the criminal justice system, and we don't want to send them, even if they've shot us. Crazy as that may sound, but also the community has its own cultural reasons for not reporting as well. One is religion. Many believe the black church could play a bigger role in talking about what domestic violence is and how it happens, and in sharing the resources available to women in abusive relationships. On black women's part, it's our ride or die mentality to be in a relationship, to make it work, to give 100%, even though we're giving 100% to an a-hole. Staying no matter what also plays into the strong black woman stereotype, which is empowering on one side of the coin, but dangerous on the other side. There's nothing wrong with being a strong woman, but not to the point of wreaking havoc on mental and physical health. Sure, black women can endure pain, but they shouldn't have to. At least 4 black women and girls were murdered per day in the U.S. last year. It's not yet clear how much of the increase in killings of black women last year was related to domestic violence. There are many factors that make black women more vulnerable to violence, including widespread access to firearms and barriers to access to preventive services and mental health care, factors that probably worsened during 2020. Unfortunately, the higher rate of fatal violence against black women is continuing this year. Through the end of September, Black Femicide U.S. had tracked 1,068 black women murdered across the United States. Because of our ride or die attitude, many of us stay in relationships way too long, and for some of us, it's too late. Well, this concludes today's Coffee Talk series on domestic violence. I'm about to get myself another cup of coffee. I'll see you guys the next time. Please follow me on all of my social media. And peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out, you guys. Bye.